Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's still easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school,
juniors,
champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Well, we got some boys volleyball for you tonight. It is non-conference action. Father McGivney is in town to take on your Collinsville K-Hawks. And it is senior night here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. There is one more home game left on the schedule, and that is coming up on Thursday against Althoff, and we will have that game for you as well. But as per usual, they usually try to schedule some senior night festivities before the last game just in case the schedule gets messed up. So we're just about ready to get started here, and as soon as I get the okay, we will turn things over to none other than the athletic director here at Collinsville High School, Clay Smith, who will guide us through the 9 seniors that are on this year's squad. We have another senior interview coming up here after the festivities are over with, but first we'll get to recognize all of the seniors on this year's team. Boy, I tell you what, both the Lady Kahok soccer team and this volleyball team and the baseball team, they have had multiple seniors on this year's team. The baseball team is going through their senior day today as well over at Fletcher Field. Zach Roseman has that game live right now as we speak on the Kahok Athletics YouTube channel. And looks like we are almost ready to go here. And here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fletcher Gym. Tonight we are going to honor our senior Kahok volleyball players. First, let's introduce John Carl. John is being escorted tonight by Karen and Jake Carl. John has been a part of the volleyball program since its inception 4 years ago. He has found his place as an outside hitter, but is always willing to fill in wherever necessary. When he's not playing volleyball, he is working tirelessly at Firehouse Subs. He will be continuing his academic and volleyball career at Fontbonne University. He's going to look to pursue get a degree in education and become a math teacher. Good luck, John. Next, we have Tyrone Ely. Tyrone is being escorted tonight by his mom, Nikki, and his brother, Noah. Tyrone has been a part of the Kahok volleyball program for 2 years. He has played opposite and middle as a Kahok and loves to compete. When not playing volleyball, Tyrone is a section leader for our awesome Kahok band. He will also be continuing his academic and volleyball career at Fontbonne University. He plans to get a degree in social work. Best of luck, Tyrone. Next, let's welcome Andrew Denman. Andrew is here tonight with Stacy and Doug Denman. Andrew has been a part of the volleyball program for the last 2 years. He has worked very hard as a defensive specialist. When not playing volleyball, Andrew is also a part of the Kahok track team and spends his spare time woodworking. He has earned the Cooper Pride Scholarship and will be pursuing an engineering degree at SIUE. Best of luck to Andrew. Our next Kahok is Matthew Falvey. Matthew is being escorted tonight by Marianne and Paul Falvey. Matthew has been a part of the volleyball program for the last 4 years. He has earned his place at the libero. When not playing volleyball, Matthew enjoys playing with his dog and making memes. Matthew plans to attend SLU and pursue a degree in accounting. Best of luck to Matthew Falvey. Jack Dyson. Jack is being escorted tonight by Tony and Adam Dyson. Jack has been a part of the volleyball program for 1 year. He has earned a spot as an outside hitter. When not playing volleyball, Jack enjoys golfing and attending the Kahok soccer games. Jack plans to attend SLU and major in sports business. Let's give a round of applause for Jack Dyson. Our next Kahok is Luke Dyson. Luke is being escorted by Tony and Adam Dyson. He has been a member of the volleyball team for 4 years. He has been the Kahok setter all season. Luke was very busy in high school as a member of Kahok Strong, student council, and being named Illinois State Scholar. Luke also plans to attend SLU and major in political science and international business. One more round of applause for Luke Dyson. Joey Rock. Joey is being escorted by Tina and John Rock. Joey has been a member of the volleyball team for 4 years. He has been a defensive specialist, libero, all 4 seasons. Joey will be going to SLU, pursuing a degree in forensic science, hoping to one day work for the FBI. Best of luck for Joey and all his future endeavors. Dominic Vanderwright. Dom is being escorted tonight by Megan and Matthew Vanderwright. Dom has been a member of our volleyball team for the last 2 seasons. He has played just about every position there is, always willing to fill in where is needed. Dom is also a member of the chess club and the multicultural club. He plans to attend Rankin University and get his welding certification. Best of luck to Dom. Jake Wilkinson. Jake is being escorted tonight by Michael and Amy Wilkinson. Jake is a first-year volleyball player and has made a quick impact as a middle hitter and opposite hitter. He also played on the Kahok basketball team while here in CHS. Jake plans to attend SIUE and pursue a degree in industrial engineering. Let's have another round of applause for Jake Wilkinson. Kahok parent and athletes, we want to thank you for your last 4 years of dedication to the Kahok Athletics Department. Being a parent of boys volleyball players is not easy all the time. Congratulations, athletes, on the great careers, and best of luck to you in all of your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for our senior Kahok boys volleyball players and their parents.
And there you have the senior night festivities. All 9 of them and their parents down there. That's kind of cool. I like that stuff. All right, so let's get back to what we're here for to cover this game between Father McGivney and Collinsville. And we welcome you into the pregame show brought to you by Dr. Chris McCluskey and everybody at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks head into this game at 11-10 on the year. They are 2-7 in conference play. They have one more conference game coming up. That's tomorrow at Alton. Mike Nichols is the head coach. He's been the head coach for 4 years, but they've only had 2 seasons. So after 2 years, Mike Nichols has himself a 19-23 record. Father McGivney, they come in at 14-9. They are 6-2 in the Gateway Metro Conference, and they've already clinched second place. First place is Alton Marquette at 9-0 in the conference, and there's only one more game left for Father McGivney after tonight. Kahawks head into the final week of the regular season, coming off of a win at Jabot Thursday night. The Kahawks will face those same Hawks in the playoffs next week at the opener at O'Fallon. The straight set wins of 25-14, 25-13 was the second time this season that Collinsville has won in 2 sets against the Hawks at CHS on March the 29th. The Kahawks have 3 matches in 4 days this week to end the regular season. I told you, at Alton tomorrow, they close out conference play and then return home Thursday for the season finale versus Althoff. We'll have that game for you. This is the second time this year that Collinsville and Father McGivney have met. They met on April the 19th at Father McGivney, and the Griffins won 26-24 and 25-22. Kahawks needed 3 sets in last year's playoff opener to beat Father McGivney for the Kahok volleyball program's first ever postseason win at Belleville East. They ended up losing to the host Lancers 25-12 and 25-13 in the next round. Father McGivney, the Griffins close out their regular season schedule with 3 straight matches versus teams from the Southwestern Conference. They are coming into Virgil Fletcher with 2 straight wins. The last a 2-set sweep at Alton, 25-13, 25-21. They beat Jabot the game before that. Last game for Father McGivney is Thursday at Belleville East. Now the Griffins have won 10 of their last 12 matches. By the way, their baseball team is like 34-1, so the sports at Father McGivney is on the uptick. So Father McGivney, did go through a little bit of a rough patch this season when they lost 6 straight from March 25th to April 3rd. The Griffs are 3-1 now versus Southwestern Conference teams. They lost at Belleville East. They've beaten Alton twice, and they had that earlier win over Collinsville. All right, time to take a break. And when we come back, our interview with senior number 10, Tyrone Ely, the 6'6" giant of a kid. He'll talk about sports and his family and some of his favorite stuff and what's in store for his future when we come back in the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to this, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, little boys volleyball action for you, as they get ready to take on the Griffins of Father McGivney High School. And joining us now as we continue talking to our seniors, number 10, senior Tyrone Ely, right side hitter, second year varsity. First, thanks for joining us. Second, let's get to know your family a little bit. Tell me about the family members, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, pets.
So actually, I have a mom. Her name is Nikki. An older brother, Tawan, who actually graduated in 2017. A younger brother named Noah, who's 10 years old. And I have two dogs, Shadow and Zeus. Shadow, who's they're both 3. And then I have a new cat, actually, addition to the family, who is, I want to say, 3.5 months old.
What kind of dogs?
One is a pit, Zeus is the pit, and Shadow is a lab pit mix.
All right, give me an idea of sports in your family. Where did you get your sports from? Who helped you? Who guided you? And where did it all come from?
Well, actually, my brother was a wrestler and played football, so I played a lot of sports with him. Got beat by him a lot, actually. And my mom played, she did a little bit of volleyball, and she was in band. So that's where I got my band from, and I think that might be where I got my volleyball from. But my dad played basketball. That's where I got the basketball from.
All right, talk about the younger brother. Are you the one pushing him and beating him at all the sports now?
I am. But he's competitive. It's good. It runs in the family. But he now plays basketball and baseball. I played baseball, but I was nowhere near as good as he is right now, and that's good for him. Proud of him right now. So,
what is your favorite sport that you have played throughout the years?
Favorite sport, definitely volleyball. I played basketball until I was 17, actually, all my life. And then as soon as I picked up the volleyball, I put basketball down without thinking twice. It was just so much fun, and it takes so much technique. It's not as much about raw power and all that. It takes a lot of technique, and it's one of those sports where technique beats height and all that stuff. And traveling around the United States and playing people from different heights, different states, and different backgrounds is so interesting. And
well, I'm sure that height doesn't hurt, man, because you're a pretty tall dude. All right, this year, 126 kills on the team. You're tied with John Carl. 22 blocks, that's number 2 on the team. And 12 aces, man, during the serves. That's number 4 on the team. What is your favorite stat that I just mentioned to you?
My favorite stat is actually one you didn't mention. I would mention digs, which I don't get a lot of. I don't play a lot of back row, but when I did, a good dig is just such a game changer, and it feels so good. Serve receive, I love to pass. Now, I don't do a lot of it. Kills are always fun, but passing and digging is just so much fun. It feels so good to take a point that somebody thought that they were going to get and take it away from them. It feels so good.
Well, I'm sure that would feel the same way with the aces, man. You serve the ball, and it hits the ground, and there's a point.
Absolutely. That feels good, too. I've heard it's the only point that you can get in a game where it's only you. You can say you got that point. Not somebody else on your team, not any help. That was all you. So those points were mine, if I could say.
All right, let's get to know you a little better. My favorite things category. Your favorite kind of music?
My favorite kind of music would probably be rap. Honestly.
Favorite group or artist?
My favorite artist? I'd have to say Chance. Chance is my favorite artist.
All right, let's talk food. Favorite sweet snack?
Favorite sweet snack would probably be, I don't like chocolate, but my mom makes this really good German chocolate cake. I have to shout that out. I have to.
All right, favorite sweet snack?
Favorite sweet snack would probably be Sour Patch Kids or Lemon Heads. I love the sour.
Tell me a little bit about breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Which one of those is your favorite?
Man, I'm taking dinner. Dinner is just it. You got the big seconds, thirds, all of it. Everything about dinner, I just love it.
All right, so what dinner is it, and who's the one who cooking it?
Honestly, let's see. My mom used to make some really good spaghetti. She makes that sometimes, but it's not as often. She makes good tuna, cheese spaghetti, which not a lot of people know about, but my mom makes really good cheese spaghetti. Cheese spaghetti is one of those things that it's really good.
Dude, cheese on anything's good with me, especially spaghetti. All right, talk to me about classes, man. What's your favorite class?
My favorite class that I had was probably my AP Psychology class, which I did get out of, but that class was really fun for me.
Least favorite class?
Least favorite class is probably English. I did not a fan of English at all.
Not a lot of people are, man. All right, tell me a little bit about your future, man. What's the plans for Tyrone Ely in the future?
I want to play volleyball in college. I've been recruited and take that volleyball as far as I can, maybe transfer. I just want to keep on playing volleyball and keep having fun with it for as long as I can.
Tell me a little bit about this season. This one, pretty good season so far for you guys.
It was a pretty good season. I enjoy doing whatever Collinsville needs me to do. You know, playing whatever position, just getting in there and having fun, honestly.
All right, shout out time, man. You got anybody out there you want to say hi to?
I would like to shout out, let's see, I want to shout out the Zagorski family who helped me out a lot. I want to shout out Tyler Polson, Melissa Massey, and my Blue Steel team. I want to shout out Nichols. I want to shout out everybody on the Collinsville team who's helped me out at all and played with me. Anyone who helped me pick up a volleyball at any time in my life, I want to shout them out. Even if it was little, I want to thank PE. Even though it's PE volleyball, keeps the volleyball in the hand. Absolutely.
All right, man. Good luck tonight. Good luck in your future. Thanks for the visit.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That is Tyrone Ely, everybody. Number 10 in your program, and we will take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and we will come back on senior night here at Collinsville High School as your Kahawks get ready to take on the Griffins. Father McGivney, and we'll bring it all to you next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months. Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Getting you ready here for this contest between Collinsville and Father McGivney. JV games, matches, sets, whatever you want to call them. Those ended a little while ago, and Collinsville came out on top. They won the first set 25-19, lost the second set 25-20. But I'm telling you what, there were some plays in that second set that I want to talk about when Brenna Schwartz comes up here after this varsity matchup. Collinsville then kind of blew them away in that third set. Because it's non-conference schools, they only have to play to the first one to get 15 points. And boy, Collinsville did that quickly as they won that third set 15-4. And now the JV team is 9-11. They have a game tomorrow at Alton, and they will close out their regular season on Thursday here against Altoff, as there are no playoffs on the JV side of things. So we wish them the best of luck moving forward. And let's get you going with this one. Father McGivney will trot out to the floor. Their outside hitters. You have junior Chris Grotenfin, as well as senior Tanner Garner. Your right side hitters, Drew Vilhard. He is a junior, and sophomore Tristan Lehman. Your middle hitters, your outside hitters are, I already did that one too, didn't I? Noah Gardner and Owen Terrell. Those are your middle hitters. I did the other ones backwards. And your libero is Kai Gaither. For Collinsville, your outside hitters are seniors John Carl and Jack Geisen. Your middle hitters, senior Tyrone Ely, our pregame guest, and sophomore Stanley Carnahan, the only non-senior getting the start here tonight. Your right side hitter is Jake Wilkinson. Your libero is Matthew Falby, and your setter is Luke Geisen. All of those are seniors. So we are just about ready to go here between Collinsville and Father McGivney. Collinsville on the left side of your screen, dressed all in white. They have the word Kahawks written across the backs of their jerseys in the purple lettering, and the numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys are in white, all except Matthew Falby. He's out there with the purple jersey on, and his numbers are also kind of purplish. They have a little white trim around them. For the Griffins, they are in the midnight blue uniforms, or the royal blue uniforms. They have a little gold over the shoulders. Their numbers on the fronts and the backs of their jerseys are in white. And on the backs of their jerseys over their shoulders, they have the word Griffins. So we are just about ready to go. Both teams have been introduced here. Both teams ready to take the floor. Referee calls them to their spots as they will go by the nets and say hello to the opposing teams. And we're just about ready to go. We will be in Edwardsville tomorrow. Lady Kahok soccer playoffs get underway against the Edwardsville Tigers. That is a 6 o'clock start, so we'll be on at 5:40 with pregame coverage, and then we'll wrap up the week on Thursday right back here for some more volleyball against Altoff, as all of the spring sports, with the exception of soccer because they're in their playoffs this week, the other three, baseball, softball, and this sport right here, volleyball, will all finish out their regular seasons this week before they take their playoff chances on the road the following week. All right, we are just about ready to go. Here is Tanner Garner. He is back beyond the line, and he is ready to serve things up to get this thing going. And we are underway. Comes into the back line. Popped up by John Carl. Falby will send it over to the far side. Wilkinson will have to get it over. He does. Picked up back there by Gaither, and then moved over to the side. Now all the way in the back. Poked over with one hand. Jack Geisen to his brother Luke. Far side for Carl. Carl sends it over. Saved in the back by Garner. Ended up going out of bounds, but that's allowed as long as the ball doesn't touch the ground or the candy cane. Over on the side. Got a good volley going on here for this first point. Luke Geisen sets it up for Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the back line, too far. And the first point belongs to the Griffins. Glad that you are with us here on a Monday evening. got underway about 10 after 6, so about 10 minutes later than normal, but that's usually what happens when the JV set goes 3. That one's out of bounds, too. Nice try on the kill from the near sideline to the far sideline for John Carl, but it went out of bounds maybe by 2 inches, so 2-0 in favor of Father McGivney. Back for another serve is Garner. Garner sends it over. John Carl picks it up, and Luke Geisen sets it up for Carnahan, but that ball hung up there a little bit, and Carnahan whiffed it. He had a kill for the ages in that JV game in that second set. That's definitely one of the things you want to talk about during the post-game show. 3-0 in favor of Father McGivney. Carl pops it up. Geisen back to Carl. Carl down, and there's Collinsville's first point on a kill by John Carl. Now back to serve is John Carl. Carl on the year. 27.1 on the serves category. Geisen sets it up in the middle. Carnahan off the top of the net. That's good. And Carnahan gets his first kill of this contest, and Collinsville is back to within 1 that quickly. So Carl, 136 serves on the year, 38 errors, 18 aces. He serves into the back line. Picked up, moved over to the near side, and shoved across. Geisen got a hold of it. Falby moves it back. Carl sends it over, but too far. Carl, a little lamped up. Here is Owen Terrell to serve. Falby picks it up in the back. Geisen, Luke to Jack. Off the back of the hands of Villard and out of bounds, and Collinsville again to within 1 point. So Matthew Falby back to serve now. We'll talk to John Carl Thursday during our senior interviews. Picked up, moved over here to the near side, shoved over, and a nice save. And I don't know how, but Luke Geisen did a great job digging that one off the floor right at the last second. Comes across the net, popped up by Jack. Luke into the middle. Ely has to get it over. He does so with a backward shot. And then Father McGivney tries to get it over, but I thought somebody hit that net. 4-4. So the point goes to Collinsville. Here's the serve by Falby. Picked up in the backhand, moved into the middle now. Shoved onto the back line, and that one's in. But they're going to say that that was a net violation anyway by Collinsville. And the point belongs to Father McGivney. So 5-4, still close, 1 point contest. First set action. And coming in off the bench is Jake Fosslin. He is a defensive specialist. He's a junior, and he is going to serve. He does so in the middle, picked up by Carl. Moved along, and Wilkinson gets it, but it's blocked. Ely gets the last one. Oh, what a big kill try there by Geisen, but equally impressive in the back over there by Terrell to save that one. Here is Geisen into the middle for Ely, and Ely gets it in, and we are tied at 5. Joey Rock comes in. He'll take the place of Wilkinson, and he'll go back to serve. Joey this year, 36 serves, only 3 errors, good for 91.7%. And 1 ace. Pops that one up. Into the back, taken care of by Terrell. Moved over here to the side. Blocked by Ely. And then back over for Grodefent. That was a nice block by Ely. Carl pops it up. Geisen sets it up for Jack Geisen. They had to go out there. The parents had to go out there twice for those two on senior night. It was funny. That's out of bounds. Collinsville takes their first lead, 6-5. Jack got called out first, and they had to peel off of Jack and go back over toward the bench and hang out with Luke and walk in the middle and do it twice. 6-6 after a miss hit. And back to serve is Grotenfent, the outside hitter, junior, in a 6-6 contest. Picked up by Carl, moved to the back. Ely tried to swat it over as he was heading toward the referee on the ladder, but couldn't quite get it in the right direction. And back to a 1 point lead now for the Griffins. They serve once again into the middle, picked up by Falby. Luke Geisen sets it up for Ely. Ely just a little fingertip drop right in the middle of the floor where it was vacated, and we are now tied at 7. These two teams, man, I tell you what, they have some battles. Griffins won 26-24 and 25-22 earlier in the year, so close matches both of those sets were. And that one pushed over, and Joey Rout couldn't get there in time. 8-7 in favor of Father McGivney. A knuckleball. Jack Geisen saves it. Luke over to Carl. Carl just gets it over, and that one almost fell to the floor. And then over here once again, Grotenfeld saves it. Ely slaps it over there. Picked up into the back by Garner. And now Grotenfeld blocked, but it got blocked in the wrong direction. 2-point lead now for the Griffins. Noah Garner back to serve again. He does. Has more knuckle action on it than a Phil Necro fastball. Well, knuckleball. That one touched too many times. I thought it was touched too many times. Here's Carl. Carl's going to send that one out of bounds. Carl's hit's been going long. 10-7. Griffins led by 3-0 before Collinsville finally got a point. So back to their original 3-point lead. Rauch, he didn't mean to send it over. He was trying to give it to Geisen to set it up, but he missed that one. That one stays in, and it's now a 4-point lead for Father McGivney. Canucks beat this team last year in the playoffs before losing to Belleville East in the next round. Father McGivney beat Collinsville twice in the regular season last year, but it was the Canucks who pulled it off in the playoffs when it mattered the most. That one's in. Nice kill over there by John Carl, his second of this game. And Stanley Carnahan comes in. Back to serve is Tyrone Ely. We talked about him earlier. 131 serves, 27 errors, 79.4%, 12 aces. That one stayed alive. Geisen over to Carl. Carl sends it off. Nope, that was a double hit. And that point's going to belong to Father McGivney. Falby checks back in. Back to serve is Drew Villard. Villard is a junior setter for this Griffins team, and he'll serve for the first time tonight. 86.4% on the serves for Villard, and another point for Father McGivney. Villard has 7 aces on the year, and that was almost another one pushed across by Jack Geisen. Now set up over here on the near sideline. Wasn't a good setup to jump for, so they had to wait. Now John Carl gets another kill. If he can get that downward angle figured out, man, he'll be sending balls over there like that this whole set. 13-9, though. Griffins with the lead. Here's Luke Geisen, leading server, 169 serves, only 3 errors, 98.2%. 16 aces on the year for Luke. Shoved across, saved by Jack. Luke saves it again, and Wilkinson punches it over. Father McGivney going back to work with a little backward spin, and into the net. That one goes off of the hands. I believe that was Villard. 13-10, so Griffins back to their 3-point lead. Here's another serve by Luke Geisen into the middle. And there's another try. That was almost like the one he had in the second set of the JV game, only it didn't hit the floor. Here's Carl. That one does. Carl with 4 kills already in this first set. Geisen back for another. Sends it across the line. That was close, but saved by Grotenfeld. And now Luke sends it up. Falby sets it up for Carl. Another save try. That one's blocked out of bounds. And Collinsville will pick up yet another point and back to within 1 just like that. Geisen, 5th serve in a row. And he kind of palmed that one, yeah. No? Yes, that's what I saw. Good call by the refs. 13-13. Collinsville has tied it up once again. Sent over. Picked up in the middle, and then Carnahan goes for a kill. That one's out again, and Collinsville has a 14-13 lead. And Luke Geisen back there getting some big-time service time. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. We're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get with Woods. The all things basement EX. Go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Once again, back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Here's the next serve by Luke Geisen. Goes over and set up for Father McGivney. They send it right back to Geisen. Here is Falby setting it up on the near side here for Wilkinson. Wilkinson almost found that soft spot. Thrown back into the corner. Oh, what a save there by Jack Geisen. Carl gets it across, and Father McGivney now back to action. And Jack Geisen again sends it over. A couple of nice plays by Jack there. And that one, another save by Jack. Luke sets it up for Carl. Carl too hard. 14-14. Tanner Garner, who started this set off with a serve, will have his second go at it in the service category. Carl, Geisen, Carnahan, saved and sent over on the second try by Father McGivney, and the net violation will give the Griffins a point. And once again, Tanner Garner will go back to serve. Garner, 228 serves on the year, only 8 errors, man, 96.5% and 21 aces. Here is Geisen over to Wilkinson on the far side. Wilkinson's ball off of Villard and all the way in the back off of the backboard, and that one ends up going over, and that one is out. Barely. 15-15. John Carl back to serve. Carl has 18 aces on the year, so he can do that. He'll send one into the back. Popped up and out of bounds territory and sent back in by Terrell. And now Carl back to work. Geisen sets it up for Wilkinson over here on this near sideline. Saved over there by Garner. And then shoved across by Grotenfent. Now Collinsville back to work. Geisen sends it. Villard sets it up. And then it comes back over to the near side. Carl with a nice dig. Here is Jack Geisen. He sends it up. And now back over to the near side. And Wilkinson gets the two-hand kill. 16-15, Collinsville up by 1. Carl back to serve again. Picked up again by Grotenfent and then shoved across. Falby saves it. And Geisen to Carnahan. Carnahan sends it across. A little bit of a miss hit there at first, but Father McGivney takes care of it with Lehman. And now Carnahan, he'll pop one backwards. And now setting it up and down. Nice soft kill there by Tristan Lehman. He saw the middle of the floor was open, and that's exactly where he put it. We're tied at 16. Back and forth we go. Here is Terrell back to serve now for the Griffins. Terrell sends it over. Geisen pops it over to his brother Luke. Jack does. Oh, there's a kill by Carnahan. His second of this set. That was a little reminiscent of the one that he had in the JV game, but I'm telling you what, much more authority was had on that one. 17-16, Collinsville back up by 1. Falby serves it, picked up into the middle, moved over here onto the near side, sent across, and that one's in bounds. And Collinsville didn't have anybody back in that corner as John Carl and Luke Geisen were both playing up pretty close to the net. So we're tied at 17. Jack Fosland Jr. comes in to serve. Excuse me, that is, Jake Fosland, excuse me. Off the net. Nice way to stay with that one for Geisen. Here it comes back to Jack. Blocked out. Tyrone Ely sends it up. Geisen will set it up for Wilkinson. Goes into the back and heads into the Griffins bench. And Collinsville is back out front by 1. I have a feeling this one is going to be a 1-point contest down to the last moments. And you have to win by 2. Joey Rauch comes back in to serve. He does so, pops it up over onto the far side. And their libero, Kai Gaither, takes care of it. Now Rauch, Geisen, Luke over to Jack. Jack gets it blocked, keeps it alive. Luke does as well. Back to Jack, and a partial block there, and that one fell on the wrong side, and we are tied at 18. Grodefent back to serve. He does. Falby right in the middle. Luke Geisen for Ely. Ely, he gets the big kill. He and John Carl came in with 126 kills apiece. Tops on the team. Now, Jack Geisen back to serve. Jack, 167 serves, 14 errors, 91.6% with 8 aces. And boy, did he just save that one. Here is Luke, and off a partial block. Noah Gardner blocked it, but he didn't block it back over the net. Rolled right down his arm, and Collinsville has a 2-point lead at 20-18. Jack ready to serve again, but he serves it into the net and gave that point right back. Serve picked up by Rauch. Geisen sets it up for Ely, and Ely, I don't even think he had to do much, and I think he touched the net on his way to trying to hit the ball, but he missed the ball. Body touched the net, and that's a net violation, and we are tied at 20. Serve coming up from Noah Gardner, picked up by Carl. Luke Geisen sets it up behind him for Ely, off of a partial block, and the Griffins keep it alive, and they'll send it over. Geisen for Ely. Ely sets it up for Carl. Carl, nice soft hit there right in the middle of the floor. Everybody expects Carl to kill it when he gets up there, and this time it was just a simple little touch, 21-20 Collinsville. Here is Tyrone Ely. He serves, popped up, sent up by Garner. And a setup, Rauch hits it, but hit it out of bounds. Nice diving effort there by Luke Geisen, but we are tied at 21. Drew Villard back to serve for the Griffins. Villard sends a pop shot up. Geisen hits it the wrong way. Rauch gets it back, and Luke Geisen hits it over. And now back to work are the Griffins. Set it up behind him. Here is Lehman. Lehman's shot blocked by Carnahan. And Collinsville goes back out front, 22-21. Luke serving already again. And he does not get that one over. 22-22. A rare error by Luke Geisen at the service line. Tanner Garner will go back to serve now for Father McGivney. We are tied at 22. Goes over. Falby, he digs it off the floor. Set up for Carl. Carl has that one partially blocked, gets it right back, and sends it over for his 5th kill of this set. 23-22. Serve coming up here for John Carl. Timeout called by Father McGivney. We'll step aside for just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, my name's Todd Duke. Glad you're with us on a Monday night. We'll be with you tomorrow night. Girls soccer action, playoff style from Edwardsville. Thursday night, we're back here for more volleyball action. Altoff comes to town. Back to work we go. There's point number 24. Is unable to get that one over the net was Garner up front. And Collinsville 1 point away from taking this first set. Back to serve, John Carl. Sends it right into the middle. Popped up front and set up behind him and sent over by Lehman. Collinsville trying to set it up for the win. Carnahan whiffed on it. Swing and a miss. 24-23. Collinsville needs this point here to end this game, or we're going to go a little longer. Here's the serve, picked up by Falby. Luke to Jack. Jack pokes it down. Almost found an empty spot over on the near side. Sent across. Falby saves it again. Geisen, he actually saved it, and then it's too far out of bounds by Carnahan. We're tied at 24, so we're going to have to go a little longer here. 24-24. Collinsville wants a timeout. We're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Back here once again at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Owen Terrell is back to serve for the Griffins. We're tied at 24. Here's Jack, Luke, over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson sends it across, and now Father McGivney sends it into the back corner, and that's out. Collinsville has the 1 point lead back. That was real close. I knew exactly what Tristan Lehman was trying to do, as Carl likes to play up close to that net. And he tried to pick out that back corner. There's a kill shot. Nice block up there by Wilkinson. And Wilkinson keeps it alive. And then it falls to the ground anyway, and we are tied at 25. So we're at least going to 27. Jake Fosslin, the junior, will come back in to serve. Fosslin's ready. And sends it to Jack, to Luke, to Tyrone Ely. A couple of guys almost ran into each other over there on the other side. Here's Carl into the back, sets it up front. Ely gets the setup. That's down and in. And Collinsville again, 1 point away from wrapping up this first set victory. This will be the third time that they have played for set point here. Joey Rock will come back into the game, and he'll go back to serve. That would be a great time for one of those aces. He'll pop one into the middle. Set up. Saved by Carl. Here is Luke over to brother Jack. He tries to poke it across. That goes out of bounds. And Collinsville gets the point and wins the first set. 27-25. Boy, oh boy, that was a whale of a first set. So we will take a break. We'll come back. Second set action. That'll be heading your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on senior night for your Kahok boys volleyball team. And Collinsville gets a big first set victory, 27-25. John Carl had 5 kills in that first set. Baseball finals for you. Not good news for either the varsity or the JV team. The JV team lost to Belleville East 5-4. And on senior night over at over at Fletcher Field, Centralia ruined the party by beating your Kahawks by a final score of 6-3. We're just about ready for the second set here. And Andrew Dedman, a senior that I have not seen on the floor yet this year, will take his place on the floor for Collinsville as Luke Geisen goes back to serve it up for the Kahawks. Dominic Vanderite out there as well. And we're underway in set number 2, and that is out of bounds. Big kill try up in front of the net by Owen Terrell, but it just went a little bit over the line. And Collinsville leads 1-0. Luke back to serve again. Sends it over. Dug up quite nicely over there, and over here to this near side, Gaither sends it over, and then a big kill shot there by Terrell to even things out at 1 apiece. Collinsville will not be playing Father McGivney in the first round of the playoffs this year, but they have another parochial school. They'll be playing the Jabot Hawks. Jabot Catholic High School in Waterloo. Here is Luke setting it up for Carnahan, and that one's going to be hit out of bounds, and Collinsville will retake the 1-point lead. 2-1. John Carl back to serve. Jack Geisen will come in. He'll take the place of Dedman. Carl serves and into the net. 2-2. Terrell back to serve now for the Griffs. And here it comes. Into the middle. Falby takes care of it, the libero for Collinsville. Set up for Vanderite. Off a double block up front, but that was a nice job back there by Terrell to keep that one from hitting the ground. Even nicer job by Falby to save that one. And now the Griffins trying to set it up again. Carl in the middle. Geisen sets it up for his brother Jack. Off a double block up front. Carnahan keeps it in the air. Geisen sends it back up. Carnahan sends it over and in. Nice job there, Stanley Carnahan, his third kill here tonight. 3-2, 1-point lead back to Collinsville. Falby. He serves. Line drive shot. Taken care of back there by Grotenfeld. Now sent back over. Falby again. Here is Geisen for Ely. Ely off a block. Stays back in the back and picked up back there by Terrell. Popped up and finally sent over by Garner. Collinsville trying to get it back over with a little force, but Geisen didn't have the right angle, so he sent it over, and a block down, and Collinsville will get the point. Actually, I think they called that a net violation by Father McGivney, so no block. And it's 4-2 in favor of Collinsville as Matt Falby goes back to serve. He'll send another line drive right over. That one almost made it over on the first hit, and that one is definitely a kill by Noah Garner. And once again, Father McGivney back to within one. Fosslin comes back in to serve. Pops one up in the middle, and Carl sends it up for Geisen, who sets it up for Ely. Ely off of the body of Fosslin and down for a point. 5-3 in favor of the Kahawks. Joey Rauch comes back in. He'll go back to serve. He does. Trying to catch Collinsville sleeping. Rauch got that over on the very first touch. Another one sent over. Joey over to Luke, over to Jack, and Jack down and out. All for the hand of Gaither and almost up into the balcony. Collinsville's up by 3. There was a couple of times that the Griffins had a 3-point lead in that first set, but Collinsville came all the way back. Then it was just 1 point lead here, 1 point lead there, kept on going back and forth. Collinsville ended up pulling it out 27-25. Griffins trying to get that one back to force a third set. Here is Ely on the kill shot. Blocked up front, saved in the back once again by Terrell. Moved over, and Collinsville going back to setting it up. Here is Geisen. Nice little touch. Jack has a couple under his belt like that tonight. 7-3, Collinsville's biggest lead of the night. Here is another serve by Joey, and that one barely makes it over the net. Comes back across on the first touch. Geisen sets it up behind him for Ely, and that's picked up by Owens, and that one's in. Into the back corner by Drew Villard. 7-4 in favor of Collinsville. Grotenfent back to serve now for the Griffins. Falby in the middle to Luke, to Jack. Another touch over, and now it's the Griffins' turn to get it over. And they do. Into the back for Carl. Carl shoves it up front. Geisen trying to catch him off guard. He did just that. Grotenfent, he said he was a little bit too far off the line, so I'm going to take it down the line. And he got a hand on it, did Grotenfent, but he couldn't stop it from going a little bit farther once it touched him. 8-4. Collinsville up by 4. Here is Jack Geisen back to serve. Grotenfent, by the way, leads Father McGivney in the kill department with 69 this year. Luke sets it up behind him, and Rauch, did he get it? No, he didn't. He ended up going under the net, I think, and touched that ball. So 8-5 in favor of Collinsville as Dedman comes back in. He'll take the place of Jack Geisen. Back to serve, Tristan Lehman. Lehman sends a soft one across. Nice save there by Dedman. Over here on the near side, Rauch up front. Geisen sets it up behind him for Ely. Ely off of a block, stays up, and wow, that was close to being into the ladder. Nice save there by Luke Geisen as that one rolled across the net. Jack sends it across, or excuse me, John Carl sends it across. And a block up front by Luke Geisen and Tyrone Ely. They'll both get credit for a half a block. And Collinsville back up by 4, and Ely will come back to serve. He serves it into the net. 9-6. Drew Villard back to serve now for Father McGivney. Rauch, Geisen had to take that line drive, and then John Carl with the kill try just sends it into his own net. 9-7. Collinsville up by 2. Another serve coming up for Villard. That one's into the net. 10-7 Collinsville. Luke Geisen back to serve. Went on quite the roll in that first set. Had about 5 in a row, maybe 6. He'll send one into the back, and Father McGivney almost mishit that one. John Carl pops it up. Geisen back over to Carl on the far side. Down it goes and into the stands after a block by Garner. 11-7 in favor of Collinsville. Another serve coming up for Luke. Sends it into the back and shoved up front by Grotenfent. And then a kill, but a nice job by Dedman to save it. Carnahan gets it over on the final try. Set up over on the near side, goes into the back. Dedman pops it up. Geisen, he'll send that right over, and then Vanderite sends it over on the first try, trying to catch him asleep. Block, down, goes Carnahan with another block. 12-7 in favor of Collinsville. Luke on another little service run here. We'll pop that one up to Grotenfent as well. Set up on the behind by Garner to Garner, and that one is going to go out of bounds. Nice diving try there by Dedman to dig that off the floor, but it hit him so hard that it went right out of bounds. 12-8 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Tanner Garner to serve now for the Griffins. He does so. Carl to Luke Geisen to Carnahan. A little simple touch gets across. Saved by Villard. And now Falby into the back line. Over for Vanderite. Vanderite sends it into the back. Picked up by Father McGivney. They'll send it over here to the near side. And there is Dedman back there to take care of it. Geisen sets it up. Oh, Carl. John Carl. You can see the frustration on his face. And I looked over at Mike Nichols, too, right after that. And he was, 12-9. Collinsville still with a 3-point lead. Garner serves again. Picked up by Dedman. Geisen sets it up behind him for Carl. Carl gets it over. Saved in the back by Villard. And then shoved across by Lehman. And Collinsville keeps it alive. Carnahan will get it across on the final try, and that one's out of bounds. 12-10. 4-point lead is now a 2-point lead. Terrell back to serve again. Carl. Luke Geisen into the middle for Carnahan. Down it goes and out of bounds. And Carnahan will pick up his 4th kill in this match tonight. Jack Geisen will check back into the game. He'll take the place of Andrew Dedman. 13-10 in favor of Collinsville. John Carl back to serve. Carl sends it across. Tanner takes care of it. And then a little hook shot kill there by Tristan Lehman. And the Griffins are back to within 2. Terrell back to serve for Father McGivney. He serves, and Jack to Luke, back to Jack. Jack gets it over, and a nice dig over there, but went over on the first try. And it looks like one of the Griffins ended up twisting his ankle, as down on the floor over there is Kai Gaither. And Gaither having a hard time even getting up to try to walk, so time for Amanda Bauer to come onto the floor to do her thing. And don't try to get up there, dude. Just stay there and let Amanda do her thing. Holding that, is it the left or right ankle? One of the two. Went up to get a ball, came down and twisted it. Well, we have a timeout. We're going to step aside for just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Well, Gaither was able to scoot his way back to his bench, and then he got some help to get in the chair, and Amanda Bauer's checking him out now, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain. Right ankle twist, I believe. Here is Carl with a nice job, and then another kill by Carnahan. He now has 5. He and Carl are tied in the kill department, and Collinsville goes back up by 2, 14-12. Ely will come back in. Carnahan to the bench. Back to serve, Matthew Falby. Nice line drive shot. And Father McGivney barely able to get that one open. Then Ely hit it too far, or too hard. Goes out of bounds. 1 point lead for Collinsville now, 14-13. And back to serve, Jake Fossland. Fossland sends over a pop shot, and Carl sends it up to Luke Geisen, who sends it to Vanderite. Vanderite backing in. Vanderite gets a kill. Joey Rock checks back into the game. He'll go back to serve. Collinsville back up by 2. Kahok's trying to close out Father McGivney in 2 sets. Won the first one 27-25. Right now a 2-point lead as Father McGivney gets it over. Excuse me. Luke to Jack, and a double hit, they're going to say, by Luke. That'll send the ball back over to the other side, and Chris Grodefent back to serve. He does. Carl picks it up. Falby to Geisen. Geisen has to get it over, so he just touches it over. And that one's blocked, and it goes out of bounds, and we are tied at 15. Ely got the block, but it went off of his hands and straight out of bounds. 15 all. Another serve on the way, picked up by Falby. Geisen tries to catch people asleep, and that didn't work. Set up over onto the far side by Villard, and he couldn't get it over. Collinsville back out front by 1, 16-15. We're getting into the mid-teens, which means it's getting down to crunch time, and here is Jack Geisen. Jack sends it over. Picked up by Father McGivney, and they'll move it over to the far side. Here is Garner, and that's saved. Nicely done. And then Geisen has to get it across, which he does. Owen saves the first shot over here onto the near side. Sent it in the middle. Falby from his knees takes care of it to Ely. Ely just pops it up, and it's picked up by Grotenfent. And then a partial block by Ely, and it was just enough. And Ely now with 2.5 blocks in this contest and back to a 2-point lead for Collinsville. Here is Jack Geisen once again. He'll send it over. Taken care of by Terrell. Sent over, and I think that one probably would have went out of bounds if they wouldn't have went for it. It was going to be close. I understand why Jack went for it, but I think that was going to hit out. 1-point lead back for Collinsville. Here is Noah Garner back to serve. Dedman will come back in. He'll take the place of Jack Geisen. Garner serves. Rout. Luke Geisen. Ely, too hard. We're tied again, 17 all. Another serve coming up for Garner. Into the middle. Rout picks it up. Geisen sets it up for Ely again. This time he just touches it across. And now Father McGivney has to get it across. They do. Geisen gets to it first. Carl, he'll send it over on the second shot. Ely blocks it again. Well, they're going to say that he touched the net. So it's a 1-point lead now for Father McGivney. Garner sends over another one. Dedman picks that one up. Geisen sets it up for Carl over on the far side. That one's going to be sent right back across. Nope, they're going to go ahead and give him the point instead of hit the ground. 18-18. Carnahan comes back into the game for Falby. Tyrone Ely back to serve. Ely sends it across. Set up over here on the near side and out of bounds. I think that was a miss hit. Terrell, I don't even think he was trying to go for the sideline. I think he just hit his hand the wrong way, and it ends up going out of bounds. So Collinsville back out front by 1. Here is Ely, taken care of in the back by Grotenfent. Set up over here on this near side, blocked out of bounds, and the Griffins will tie it up at 19. Here we go again. Drew Villard back to serve. Villard sends one to Dedman. Dedman to Geisen, and that was blocked right down by Terrell. He knew that Geisen was probably going to try to get it over on a sneaky second shot, second touch, and that's exactly what happened, and he was prepared for it. Here is Rauk. Rauk sets it up for Carnahan. Carnahan uses the fingertips, gets it over. It's going to count as a kill, but it's the softest kill you'll probably ever see. 20-20. Luke Geisen back to serve for Collinsville. He does. Taken care of by Grotenfeld. And Carnahan couldn't handle it. 1 point lead now for the Griffins. Garner will go back to serve. He does. Into the back line. Dedman takes care of it. Almost kind of mishit that one. Carnahan's going to pop it out of bounds, and it's a 2 point lead now for Father McGivney. Another serve coming up here for Garner. Garner sends it across. Dedman sends it up front. Geisen sets it up behind him for Carl. Carl had to get it over, and he does. And now set up over here onto the near side. Off of a partial block and down, and now it's a 3 point lead for Father McGivney. Another serve coming up for Garner. He'll send it across. Falby, Geisen, Carnahan. Nice save back there by Garner. And now they're going to have to go backwards to get it, and Garner's going to have to send it over. He does. Falby gives it up for Luke Geisen. Geisen sets it up for Carl over here on the near side. Another nice save back there by Garner. And then popped into the middle. Falby takes care of it. Geisen sets it up for Carnahan. Carnahan has it blocked by Torelli. Timed the jump out perfectly. And now Father McGivney 1 point away from sending us to a third and final tie-breaking set. Garner sends it over. Carl. Geisen back to Carl. Carl too far, out of bounds. And Father McGivney wins the second set, 25-20. We have a timeout. Third and final set coming your way after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, third and final set, as we are tied at a set apiece, and they will only go to the first team to get 15 points here in this third set, since this is a non-conference match. Referees, I don't think we're quite ready, even though the two teams came back out on the floor. Father McGivney, by the way, they will be guaranteed their first winning record in program history. They started in 2019, went 7-12, went 2-8 in 2021, and 9-9 last year. And they come into this contest with a 14-9 record, and they only have one more match left. And that will be at Belleville East. Luke Geisen, he's ready to get things started here in this third set. And he does. We are underway, set number 3. Ely got a hold of it, and it ends up going out of bounds off of the hands of Garner. So Collinsville gets the early lead at 1-0. And Luke Geisen back to serve again. JV match went 3 sets, and Collinsville pretty much owned that third set, 15-4. Double block up front between Mr. Salomon Talbot and Tyrone Ely. Went off of one arm, off the other arm, and then down. So 1-1. Serve coming up here for Garner. Carl sends it up, and Ely gets the set up, and that one's going to be sent out of bounds as well. And tell you what, man, you get those powerful kill shots, and if they go off of your body part the wrong way, they will head into the stands. Here is John Carl back to serve. Collinsville up 2-1. Carl sends one over to the near and then back toward the middle. Picked up by Falby over here for Collinsville. Geisen wanted to do the little feather touch and just get it over the net, but he sent it out of bounds. Nolan Arenado hits another home run. 4 games in a row now for him. Cardinals out 1-0. 2-2 here, and one of those serves by Owen Terrell that just trickles right over the net, and no one could react fast enough. 3-2. Father McGivney with the lead. Here is another serve by Terrell. This one doesn't touch the net. Fowley picks it up. Geisen sets it up behind him for Talbot, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to be tied at 3. Nice to see. That was a 3-run shot by Arenado as well. Nice to see him heating up. Here's Tyrone Ely. Ely sends one over to the near side, picked up by Grotenfent, and then sent over to the far side and sent across by Jolenbeck. Jolenbeck into the game for the first time. Sam Jolenbeck. Allen goes across, hits the bottom of the scoreboard, and then Collinsville tries to save it. Wilkinson does twice, and then picked up by Terrell. And Father McGivney sends it into the back. Collinsville, they got lucky there as both Carl and Geisen converged on it at the same time. And now sent across. Ely will take care of it. Geisen sets it up. Luke to Jack. Jack sends it down. Terrell, he saves the first shot. Back over this way for Grotenfent. And then sent into the back. Carl will send it up front. Geisen into the middle for Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a kill shot. His second of the night. And Collinsville out front by 1, 4-3. Tyrone Ely back to serve. Ely sends one into the back line. Shoved up front. Now over here to the side, and that was almost a pound ball. Here is Geisen over to Talbot. Talbot sends it across with the left hand. Back into the corner it goes. Ely had John Carl right behind him who had a better angle at it, but Ely didn't know he was back there and took care of it and then mishit it. We're tied at 4. Milwaukee Brewers in town tonight. Boy, it'd be nice to sweep them. Here is Jake Fosslin back to serve. Fosslin sends one to Jack, who sends it to Luke, who sends it to Talbot. Partially blocked. Now they're trying to set it up, and they mishit it, and then they recover, and it goes in, and Father McGivney back out front, 5-4. Credit Father McGivney for sticking with that. A lot of kids would have gave up. Fosslin back to serve again. His team up by 1. He does so. Carl pops it up. Falby sets it up for Geisen over on the far side. Cross the court it goes. Saved by Garner. And then shoved back across. Falby once again. Geisen for Wilkinson. Wilkinson! Another kill shot for Jake. And we're tied at 5. Joey Rock will come back in. He'll go back to serve. Across. Oh, yeah. Saw that one coming, man. That was Noah Gardner. He had that one pegged out the whole way. That ball stayed up into the air in slow motion style, and he just kind of did a hook shot down. 6-5 Griffins. Back to serve. Chris Grodenfent. Serve picked up by Carl. Geisen keeps it alive. Nobody wants it, and at the last second, Carl tried to come in and save it, but that's what happens when you don't communicate. Everybody just kind of watched the ball go up in the air, and no one said, I got it. 2-point lead now for the Griffs. Another serve on the way. Carl puts it up front. Geisen tried to kill it on the first shot. Wilkinson does on the return volley. And Collinsville back to within 1. Jack Geisen comes back to serve. Geisen, near sideline. Stays over on the near side. Geisen takes care of it. Jack to Luke. Luke to Carl. Carl has that one partially blocked. Saved by the Griffins. They'll set it up over on the far side, on the near side, and then shoved into the back line. That one's in. Nice job there by Luke Geisen. He saw that corner vacated over on the near side and put it right there. 7-7. Jack Geisen back to serve. Into the net. Hate to give those right back like that, man. Especially when you just came back from 2 down to tie it up. It happens. Here is Noah Garner back to serve for Father McGivney. He does. Falby takes care of the first try. Geisen sends it over to Carl. Carl down, no one there. We're tied at 8. Matthew Falby's turn to serve. Ely comes back into the game for Wilkinson. Line drive shot. Oh. That one hit off the forearms of Geisen and went straight to the right. 9-8. Father McGivney back out front by 1. Getting a little closer here because this one's only going to the first to 15. Drew Villard back to serve. He does. Geisen to Ely. Ely has that blocked, and I think Owen Terrell has done that a couple of times here in this match tonight. 10-8. Father McGivney back up by 2. Villard gets another serve. Popped up into the middle and barely taken care of there. Carl, he'll send it down. And that almost found the empty spot. Not quite. Here is Jack Geisen over to Luke, to Ely in the middle. He'll send it over on a soft shot. Villard takes care of the first one. And then back over here for Terrell once again. Joey Rout got a hand on it, but it went straight to the left and into the pole before John Carl could react, and it's 11-8 in favor of Father McGivney. Another serve coming up here for Villard, and that one's out. Thank you very much. I don't think that Father McGivney has sent a serve out of bounds all night. Luke Geisen back to serve. He does, and picked up by Grodenfent over on the near side, and then touched across once again by Terrell. And now Carl does the same thing with a little touch. And back over to the near side. Blocked out by the tag team there of Solomon Talbot and Tyrone Ely. And Collinsville back to within 1. Luke sends it across. Picked up. Father McGivney sets it up over for Garner. Garner's shot, and nothing they can do about that spinning ball. 12-10. Griffins with the 2-point lead, and it's getting late in this game. in this set. Here's Garner back to serve now for the Griffins. He does so. Talbot gets the first touch. Falby sets it back up for Talbot, and we had 2 touches by Falby, and 13-10. Griffins with the lead. Tanner Garner back for another serve. Falby takes care of the first hit. Geisen sets it up for Carl. Carl into the back. And Garner takes care of the first hit. Neely sends it over on the next try. And over onto the near side. Carl takes care of it. Geisen sets it up in the middle for Ely off of a partial block. Griffins keep it alive. Setting it up over here on the near side. Taken care of by Falby. And another net violation. Oh, no. And it's 14-10. Coach Nichols wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
See the timeout in a 14-10 game that I think is only going to 15. Kind of surprises me, which makes me think that this game's going to 25 as well, but I guess we'll find out here in a little bit. (14-10). Father McGivney in the lead. Serve coming up by Tanner Garner. He does so. Geisen sets it up front. Luke sets it up for Joey Rauch. That's into the net. And we are going to 25, it looks like. Okay. Oh, no, they gave that one to Collinsville. Never mind. 14-11. That optical illusion of that net. Here is Carl to serve. He does so. Picked up. And Tyrone Ely got the first try after it was hit over off the dig. And then off of a partial block, Geisen keeps it alive. Luke trying to step around Ely, gets it over to Jack. And into the middle, picked up by Terrell. Moved over here to the near side. That one's too far, 14-12. Sam Jolenbeck hit that one just a little too far. Here's John Carl, another line drive serve. That one goes up to the rafters, comes down after a while. And Talbot and Ely are there with the block. And the point belongs to Father McGivney. And it's now 15-12. So we are going to 25. Tanner sends it over. Falby. Geisen. Geisen again. Jack. Big kill over there by Jack. His third of the night. 15-13. Here is Tyrone Ely to serve. So I guess it was just the JV game that went to 15. Usually that's something the coaches decide before the games even start. Into the back corner. Ely pops it up for Geisen. Sets it up for Luke, or excuse me, Jack. Luke from Jack, or Jack from Luke. I'll get it right. Miss hit. That one goes behind everybody and out of bounds, and it's now a 3-point lead for Father McGivney, 16-13. Back to serve now for Father McGivney is Jake Fosland. Fosland pops it up. Carl, I believe he got it over on the first try. That was a partial spin block kill by Wilkinson. 16-14. Collinsville trails by 2. Joey Rauch comes back in. He'll go back to serve. And Joey sends it across. Oh, boy. Noah Gardner got just a little bit of a setup there from his buddy and had just enough height to jump on top of that ball and send it straight down. 17-14. Griffins in the lead. Here is Chris Grotefent. Sends it across. Carl gets the first touch. Geisen into the middle for Wilkinson. Partially blocked. Saved. And then moved over here to the side. And that one's partially blocked as well. And now Collinsville again not communicating. And that one's going to go into the crowd and behind the scorer's table. Collinsville gets a point back. And the Kahawks trail by 2. 17-15. Jack Geisen coming back to serve. Jack's ball barely makes it over the net. And sent over. Now Jack to Luke. To John Carl. Big save back there by Terrell once again. That dude's an all-star. Terrell gets a hold of it again. Sent over on the next try. Collinsville trying to set it up. Geisen to Carl, and it's blocked, and down it goes. 18-15, Griffins with the lead. Noah Garner back to serve. Garner, Jack Geisen, Luke Geisen does a little no-look, no-see, trying to catch him off guard. Didn't work. And that one's a big kill there by Tanner Garner. And now Father McGivney has a 4-point lead, and Collinsville wants another timeout. We'll step aside here for just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Final tie-breaking set here. Collinsville won the first set, 27-25. Father McGivney won the middle set, 25-20. Here we are in the third set, and it's a 19-15. Whoa. That was a double hit by Falby, just going down to try to get that ball. So 20-15 now in favor of Father McGivney. Father McGivney's already beaten Collinsville here, or at their place once this year. Here is Wilkinson. That was blocked but kept alive. Sent into the back. Geisen to Geisen. Over to Carl. Carl off of a block, and that one's going to go out of bounds. 4-point lead for the Griffins, 20-16. Matthew Falby back to serve for Collinsville, needing to make up some points. Excuse me. Picked up. And Rauch to Luke, to Ely. Ely's shot went out of bounds, 21-16. Drew Villard back to serve now for Father McGivney. He does, right in the middle. Jack, oh, that one went over on the first try. Luke was trying to set it up, but it was too late. And Ely with another little baby kill shot there. Didn't have to force it down much. There was just a big old wide open spot right in the middle of the floor. Who would have figured? 21-17 in favor of the Griffins. Here is Luke Geisen to serve. Maybe he can get on another one of his little service runs. And Ely gets another one of those. It stayed up there for him. He now has 5 kills on the night. Collinsville's back to within 3. Luke Geisen ready for another serve. He does. Picked up into the middle there by Grotefent and then shoved across. Luke Geisen to Falby, to Talbot. Talbot gets it across, saved over there by Villard. Already sent back to Collinsville, and now a point for Father McGivney. I didn't even see what the call was. 22-18, nevertheless. 4-point lead for the Griffins. No, it's not. So they changed it up. 21-18, 19, excuse me. That was nice. Over to the far side, sent across. Falby for Luke, and Ely sends it across. Villard sets it up over onto the near side and just put enough touch on it to get it over the two big bodies up front of Ely and Talbot. And now it's 22-19. Tanner Gardner back to serve for the Griffins. He does. Carl, Luke Geisen into the middle for Ely. Saved into the back by Garner. And sent across by Villard. Geisen, Falby, Carl, out of bounds. (23-19) Griffins. Tanner Garner sends the ball across. Falby shoves it up front for Luke, who gives to Carl off of a partial block. It goes down. 23-20. Close game, but 3-point lead for Father McGivney right now, and we have a timeout called, so we'll step aside as well, and we will be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 23-20. Father McGivney with the lead. Collinsville will serve. John Carl with the honors. And out of bounds. Couldn't have picked a worse time to do that. Match point for Father McGivney. Terrell back to serve for the Griffins. Falby shoves it up front. Geisen sets it up in the middle. Ely off of a block. That's down. (24-21). Ely back to serve. Popped up in the middle. Dug up by Garner. Set up over here onto the near side and saved on this side. And now Collinsville, oh no. That's the way it's going to end. 25-21. Miscommunication on the final point. And Father McGivney, after going down in the first set, takes the next two and wins this one here tonight by a final match score of 2-1. All right, timeout coming your way. We're going to hope to talk things over with Brenna Swartz in just a moment as we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And Just off the square's turf, Cold Harold's, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Harold's. Watch Collinsville grow. Harold Square and Cold Harold. Two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game. And go Kahawks! Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet. It's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from other coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Regg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC. Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily, with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Kahawks drop this match tonight, 2-1 to Father McGivney. Collinsville got the first win. We had to take some extra time to do it, 27-25. Then Father McGivney wins 25-20 and 25-21 to put an end to senior night here at Collinsville High School. So the baseball team lost on senior night as well. So I guess we'll have to try it again next year when the seniors get recognized. All right, that is going to do it for us. No Brenna Swartz. I'm sure she's busy doing senior festivities. I saw her running around with gift bags for all the seniors, so I think she has bigger things to take care of tonight. So we'll try to get her up here on Thursday during the regular season finale when Althoff comes to town. Until then, we are going to be in Edwardsville tomorrow for Lady Kahok playoff soccer action as your Collinsville Kahawks take on the Edwardsville Tigers. That game scheduled for a 6 p.m. start. We'll be on the air around 5:40 with the pregame show. Big thank you to Tyrone Ely joining us on the pregame show here tonight. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow night, everyone enjoy the rest of your evening.